Okay, so protein provides amino acids, which are building blocks, regulate stress, for/slash neurochemistry, and provide satiation. Directive. Let's understand the protein as more than muscle fuel. So, um, protein uh, building blocks are amino acids. Okay, so when the body breaks down proteins into amino acids, it's kind of like breaking it apart into its components, right? It puts it back together too, amino acids back into proteins. I think it makes proteins. I don't know the process by which amino acids are collected or things like that, or what that means. But okay, so amino acids regulate stress. So a lot of people, once they get to their stress level issue, that's when a lot of their gains fail. That's when they might overeat or hurt themselves or have poor posture and things like that. Because stress, high cortisol is managed by vitamin D, basically. And when you deplete that through exercise, you can have more injury and less repair because you don't have as much vitamin D. You have to remember that you have to give yourself time, pace yourself, let your body naturally replete. Even take breaks between sessions, that kind of thing. Like give yourself rest and stuff like that, so your body can draw on resource mm, and then kind of just find where it needs to go, get back to balance, and then get back into exercise again. Just give yourself some rest cycles too. Uh, Neurochemically, amino acids are an important stabilizer for food intake, especially, which means that will impact your activities and exercise. Since when you exercise, how you eat is going to, determine what it means that you have, enough stress management, serotonin functionality, uh, basically enough. It's really the ability to keep working out and keep doing things while maintaining higher regenerative cycles rather than more degenerative cycles, which means it gets really easy to work out instead of really difficult to work out because you're managing stress and you're, take a cold shower to manage stress too. It's like great chemically. What about different neurochemicals? Not only the obvious ones like dopamine, adrenaline or adrenaline, um, epinephrine or epinephrine, but also things some people might not pay attention to, like adenosine, because not having as much coffee could result in a better schedule, could result in a better workout implementation, and many kinds of things in implementation, lower stress, better health, and stuff like that. A lot of high performance people love coffee because it's really good, right, for performance, especially in exercise. But there are different ways of looking at that. You can handle your um, body, organ systems, and different systems, right? You know, based on what you find works. So, um, sugars waste amino acids. I mean, stress is going to produce amino acids. You're going to need that to control, your serotonin level because amino acids are building blocks of serotonin. Are building precursors to serotonin. You need the amino acids for serotonin or for other things to make resources in the body like vitamin B's, like B3 from tryptophan, L-tryptophan. So yeah, there's lots of different things to think about with that, but basically, you want to be in fit condition and managing those neurochemical things is going to be super awesome. Okay, so I like taking cold showers, but thing is, you can eat it as well. Eat this kind of fruit that helps you to manage your neurochemistry, your um, dopamine, adrenaline, noradrenaline, that kind of thing, as said before. So, uh, a lot of the time, people eat, they don't have enough satiation because they don't have enough protein, because the protein has amino acids. Okay, um, it was a funny show. It said electrolytes are what everyone craves, or something like that. Is that idiocracy? It's smart because electrolytes are things that satisfy our needs, right? In a way, amino acids are what we crave. It ends our craving. Okay, but you don't want to take it with sugar or bad things, right? So basically, it's going to give you satisfaction, so you don't want anything. And so that you have enough, and you can get nutrients that you need for when you need them. And so amino acids are a really important part of that satisfaction process. So you don't want more food. You feel comfortable, and you can have more free time to do whatever you like. So uh, in terms of muscle fuel, I don't know much about proteins in muscle fuel, but you want the amino acids to be satisfied, and healthy proteins, lead to satisfaction and better self-regulation, better stress level management. And honestly, if you're working out or doing something with your muscles, you're gonna want that to happen. So you got like we also repair and regenerative cycle and degenerative cycle, and it's like less damage and stuff like that. So yeah. Anyway, good luck and take care.